It can be hard sometimes to find camera accessories or really anything related to cameras that's like cheap or even a reasonable price. So in this video I put together a list of just a few things that maybe could help you with creating videos or photos or whatever. And all of these things are under $60, so maybe a couple of these could be useful for you. Well, I decided I'd start it off with this Ulanzi Fall Cam F38 quick release plate for a backpack. Let me get it real quick. So say I had this backpack on, I could have a camera right here. I actually took this on a hike recently, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it actually, held up surprisingly well. It is made very well, and I'm pretty sure it's even $15 cheaper than the original Peak Design clip. I don't know which one was made first, but I'm pretty sure Peak Design made theirs first. Just listen how smooth this is. Ready? Like, that button doesn't get jammed or anything like that. It even has a lock mechanism, so once you slide your camera in with the plate on the bottom of your camera, all you have to do is just slide this thing down and then slide it back up again, and you're good. Now this one is basically the most expensive thing in this entire video. It's $60, so it's definitely pricey for just a little clip, but it's extremely useful, especially if you take your camera traveling a lot. Alright, so the next one is actually this Ulanzi RGB light. I'm pretty sure it's about $23, so that's like extremely cheap. I mean, you can definitely feel it when you're holding it. Like, it doesn't feel amazing quality, but for 23 bucks, it's very useful. It can also just be a normal light, doesn't have to be RGB. It has buttons to control things, this on and off switch right here. Also, another cool feature is that it has cold shoe mounts on the sides. So 1 on the bottom and 3 on the sides, just so that way you can attach like a microphone on top of that while that's on top of your camera. So that's actually really cool. And also on the bottom it has the standard tripod thread to screw in if you want to put it on a tripod or anything like that. So it's very useful, definitely something you'd find yourself using occasionally, not necessarily all the time. Depends if you make like product videos, and that'd be cool. I actually have used it for stuff like that, like lighting things I'm taking pictures or video of a product. But one thing you have to be careful of is it's not very bright. So it's decently bright, but this is 100%. It's not really super bright, so I definitely wouldn't suggest using this for like a background light in a YouTube video, because I've tried that before and it really just doesn't work that well. But again, for things like products, this is going to work great. Also, it charges with USB Type-C, so that's cool. Alright, so this next one, you've definitely seen it before. It's this little rocket blower thing. It's to take your camera lens and front cap off, and you turn it upside down and you just blow this in, or you could just use it for cleaning off your gear in general. It's pretty useful, but not something that you're gonna find yourself like wishing you had all the time, only if you're in bad weather conditions. But you do not want dust on your sensors, so it is kind of necessary in that way. You can get it for around $8 by itself on Amazon, or $12 for this and something else that helps like clean your lens and just clean other things. It's a little other tool. So all these things so far have been accessories for your camera, but this next one is actually batteries for your camera. These are the Power Extra batteries. They come in at about $20 to $30 depending on what kind of camera you have and what kind of batteries you need, but they're pretty cheap. So I mean, 23 bucks for 2 batteries and this extra charger right here, that's a pretty good deal. You can feel the quality, like they're not very amazing quality, especially the charger right here. Okay, I know the brand is Power Extra. That's weird, I'm not going to deny that, but they work. And really, if you're looking for something cheap, you're not going to say no to something just because of the brand's name, right? So I would definitely recommend them. They last for about as long as normal batteries, normal Canon batteries for my camera. So I mean, they are good as far as what they're meant for, but as I said before, they feel a little bit cheap. So if you've been looking for an ND filter for your camera, this one right here, definitely one you should buy. This is the JJC Variable ND2 to 2000, I'm pretty sure. Depending on what size of camera lens thread you have, it ranges from about $40 to $54, so very cheap for a variable ND filter, and it feels very good quality. Like, it has a good sturdy aluminum frame, and the case is actually water resistant. Now, I haven't tested it out yet, and I don't think I'm ever going to, but it's cool that it has that extra feature. So it does have a little bit of vignetting, but that's only if you're in extremely bright situations, like very bright situations. And then you can see it a little bit in the video if you turn it like all the way to almost the darkest or the darkest it can go. So I would recommend getting one of these JJC variable ND filters and then getting some like step up rings or step down rings to put it on your different lenses. You definitely won't need to upgrade for a while, and out of all the things I have right here, I'd say it's probably the highest quality item, only maybe second place to the backpack clip. But even then, I'd say it probably takes first place with the quality and the build, and it does what it needs to do, and it also feels professional, so I'd highly recommend it. So if you want to buy any of the things I just showed you, I have links in the description to all of them, just in case you want to pick one up for yourself. If you made it through all of these products, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.